Good day, parents. I'd just like to take this opportunity to provide you with some updates, what has been happening at school and plans for the rest of the term. Let me hope that you continue to monitor your children and that you're trying your very best to ensure that they remain engaged online. I am concerned with the attendance rate for our students on at online classes. It is really, really low and has become very frustrating to our teachers who often have their classes having less than 40% of students attending their classes. So for example, we have classes where there should be 40 students in attendance and we have only 15 or 16 students, or classes where we have 30 students who should be in the class and only 10 or 12 students are there. So we are really, really concerned because it means that these students have been missing out a whole lot on their academics, and we know what that is likely to mean for their future. So we are really concerned about what has been happening. We continue to ask our parents, to plead with our parents to ensure that their students are actually attending these online classes. Fortunately for us, our grade 11 and 6th form students have been able to attend face-to-face classes for the last few weeks, and I think that they are benefiting greatly through those activities that are now being done face-to-face. But we see what has happened to them, and many of them are struggling as they prepare for their CXC and CAPE exams, having missed out on so much during their online classes. We are aware that the government is still insistent that students will not be allowed back to face-to-face classes until 65% of our student population has been vaccinated. So far, it appears as if we have less than 50% of our students vaccinated, although we have almost 100% of our staff members who have been vaccinated. I want to encourage parents to think carefully about the future of their children, think about what they are listening to and who they are accepting information from with the vaccination. We know that sometimes parents are hesitant because they are not too sure of what the effects of the vaccine will be or what this vaccine thing is all about, and therefore they are listening to others who may be saying a lot and they're not saying things that are positive. However, I want to assure you that as a school, as the principal of the school, I believe that it is in our best interest to have our students vaccinated. We are making arrangements to allow for vaccination to take place on campus. And so this Tuesday, that's Tuesday, November 23rd, we will be working with the Ministry of Health to have vaccination done at STETHS starting at 10 o'clock. So all students who are interested in getting vaccinated, they can do so at STETHS on Tuesday. Parents can also come and get their vaccination done, whether it's first or second dose. For parents who are over 50 and would like to take the Pfizer vaccine, it will also be available. But there will also be AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson available. We will also facilitate students from other schools. So if you have a child at STETHS and you have children elsewhere, you can take all of them here if you want to get the vaccination done. And it doesn't have to be that you have a child at STETHS for other children to be vaccinated. So there are other children from other schools who may want to be vaccinated. We will allow that to take place at STETHS this Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So I'm encouraging you to make those arrangements. We are also reminding parents that the grade 9 students will be asking them to come in small groups to complete some of their career options activities that they will need to do during the course of grade 9. And so you have already been communicated with, and your child would have been told which day or days they should come in. I want to also remind you that all students from grade 7 to 10 will be expected to sit an end of term exam. They will be expected to sit an end of term exam, which will be done face-to-face, meaning that they will have to come in to do those exams. That timetable will be sent out shortly, but those exams will start, if not next week, then certainly the following Monday. So please make arrangements for these students to be prepared to come into school face-to-face to sit their exams. I want to remind you that these exams are a permanent part of their records, and it's important that they sit these exams. We see, for example, grade 11 students who would normally be entitled to subsidies, not now being able to access these subsidies because some of them did not do their exams at the end of grade 10, and they cannot get the government subsidy unless they achieved at least a 50% average in those exams. So please encourage your child to be prepared for their exams. Based on where we are now, we are only 4 weeks away from the end of the school term. And we believe that at this point in time, it is unlikely that face-to-face classes will resume for our grade 7 to 10 students before January. However, we want to ensure that at the start of January, all our students are in a position to return to face-to-face classes. So whatever the government's policy is at that time, we would love to have all our students back then. So if the government is going to be insisting on students only being allowed face-to-face if they are vaccinated, I would highly encourage you to ensure that they get their first dose this week, as it will allow them another 3 weeks for their second dose to be able to be fully vaccinated before the start of the next school term. We cannot continue to have our students out. We do not believe that as parents, most of you have the ability to ensure that they are engaged and that they are doing their schoolwork. We believe that that is the responsibility of the school to support with the support of the parents rather, to ensure that our students are fully engaged. And from all our experiences so far, there's every suggestion that our students are not making best use of the time while they're at home. So again, I want to encourage you to do your part to ensure that they remain engaged while they are online, and also that wherever possible, have them take the vaccine so that they can go back to school and they can resume some normality in their lives. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a good day.